Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? I just want to apologize for my mic sound or my controller in the background of this mic because I got a mic that's very powerful. It's more of the case for gaming than it is for making my videos, which it's unfortunate, but the show must go on, and I just gotta try to adjust to not push buttons as hard and stuff like that. But this week's episode of The Girl Who Enchants Love Across the World. What the heck is going on in this show, man? We got a old man who is beyond drunk trying to straight up tell us that he's practically with this girl on the daily now, or whenever he can, because she hasn't been calling lately, so he hasn't been with her as of late. But we can take that into consideration as, yeah, it's gonna be going down at any time soon. So stuff like that always angers me. So I already hate the character and hope the best thing possible can happen to him from our main character or any character in general. It don't really matter. But yeah. Hopefully he gets what he deserves, and if he doesn't, I will have doubts about this show for the rest of my life. With the main girl being in this like weakened state, we can pretty much just tell that she either has some kind of connection to his mother, because last time I checked, the other time we heard about somebody being like this was someone like his mom. In the case of she was always feverish, or she was like mainly being taken care of by the father, and the old man, I believe, who's being possessed by that space demon. uh I think he thought it was getting in the way of the research. Well, to be fair, it wasn't probably him. It was probably the monster inside of him trying to speed up the process of any research that's going on. So it kind of sucks to know that there was probably a whole bunch of stuff this guy could have helped our main character with, being the principal and being a friend of the father's. Seems like he would have been on our side if he wasn't possessed, and then that demon winds up possessing. And well, the one thing I wanted to know is how it actually happened. Like, did he just happen to zone into this place, or the future or the past or whatever, and pick, or it's the past, then pick this guy out at a random, or was he messing with something to make himself a target and an easy way to be like, oh, I need to snatch up this guy because here he is, already kind of figure out what I am doing, and it just gives me that closer to my overall goal. uh, Not to mention the fact that we don't really even talk about anything that's happened in the other worlds anymore, because we just go straight forward with the next narrative. Thanks to how like short of attention span our main character has. He's just like, oh well, I know what happens to my new mother. I know what happens to my teacher that loves me. You know, he just has a knowledge of everything that's gonna happen. Uh, I mean, literally everybody he has around him has died, and now here he is learning more about this woman, Kana, and you know what that's probably gonna lead to. You know what I mean? Like, it's a rough life for this guy, regardless of what he's gonna try to do at this point in time. But regardless of what he does, I can't wait to see it. What else was really weird? Just the fevers of her like passing out. Like, I think it happened like 3 times this week's episode alone. So it's kind of begs the question of what is the relationship between that guy and her? Like, maybe he helped find her when she passed out one time and taken advantage ever since, or you know what I mean? Like, there's so much that could go on, and then at the same time there was like these deposits of like 300K or something like that. So um, it's getting really interesting overall to see this all playing out. And our main character pretty much told her that he didn't try anything with her mainly because he felt a mother figure off of her, which also kind of leads into the discussion of why does she have to wait to tell him any information that she's withholding when she just said that I need to tell you all of this, so let's wait. Like, I have so much information to help you with. It might help you with your journey, but I can't tell you now. Oh, well, thank you. Like, what? So that was kind of annoying, but we also got to remember this is 15 episodes. Like, this is only episode 14, and we're getting to like 26. So that's the reason why they can do that. That's why this works so well. It's because they have the time to split out all of these big plot points and uh, leave scenes that are pretty much interconnected, but need some time to build up to be better than just throwing it in our face and be like, now accept it. They're building it up in a much better way, in my opinion. So I can't wait to see how that works out, just overall of what's going on with her. I mean, trying to take her to the beach is probably not the best thing to do. When you have a guy like this, who clearly is just absent-minded of being, not courteous, but he doesn't care about laws and all that stuff. So it almost puts that perspective of what has been going on between these two to make him feel like he can do this even in public, or like, I mean, sure, he's drunk at one point, but it looked like he sobers up a little bit. So it begs the question, why can he do this and feel so comfortable being someone who's of the drinking age going after someone who's literally still in high school in public, so yeah. And she's in her schoolgirl uniform every time he like meets up with her. So yeah, I don't know. That's the part that I think some people were warning me, well, what type of stuff could be in this show, but I kind of saw it from the jump. Like, there's a lot of innuendos towards different stuff. So seeing stuff in these types of shows is really nothing to what I've seen overall in my days of anime, and seeing what just can be put on the screen and what they're afraid of to put on the screen and not so afraid of to put on the screen. So I'm just ready to see more and more of this story take place. And like I was saying, with these shows being at these points of having 14, 15 episodes separating the overall grand scheme plot with multiple plots that keep you just involved, if not more involved in the overall grand scheme, these all take time to build up, and this show's been killing it. And I think every show that's gotten these chances of like 26 episodes and has something interesting, or something I just would watch if I found it, regardless of the characters, regardless of the voice acting, no one introduced me to it, I would just watch it because I found it. That's what this show was, and it honestly puts into perspective how many other shows that are going to be getting like 26 episodes and maybe 24, or even just, I don't care if it get like 20 or like 16. Just give us something that feels authentic, the story actually works and stuff. Like, there's not a lot of that happens anymore because they can just spit out 12 episodes, be done with it, and then put out a whole new show, see if it blows up like a One Punch Man, and then hold it on hiatus for a million years. So we're in a really weird day and age of anime, but at least this show is doing quite well for itself. And not only that, it's definitely keeping me wanting more easily. So with all that being said, hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I'll definitely talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow being Wednesday, I can't think of, yeah, Shield Hero. Oh my God. Wednesday is going to either be the most disappointing day or it could be one of the brightest days of like new anime. So we're gonna have to see how this plays out. All of the shows on Wednesday are gone, man, and that's a lot of firepower from Wednesday that people gotta follow up. So I can't wait to see what pops off, and I hope you guys are here with me when we get into Wednesday's anime. So with all that being said, I will definitely talk to you guys tomorrow. If there isn't something tomorrow, I'll probably find something else that already came out and talk about it. If it's new or old, we'll see what happens. So definitely talk to you guys soon, though. Peace.